Hello, today we will speak about chain punching. First of all, what is chain punching and how to do it correctly? The first person who showed the chain punching on television was Bruce Lee in his movie Enter the Dragon. Bruce Lee showed the chain punching as a devastating technique, and this was taken from his previous Wing Chun training. How is it performed? If you want to do a devastating chain punch technique, we need to verify that it's always linked with the economy of motion. Chaining, it's linking. A chain, it's a linking motion between different movements. In the Wing Chun position, when we have the Man Sao and the Wu Sao, so the searching hand and the protective hand in front of the body, which is like a triangle, it can attack in one straight line. From this position, the attacking hand punches but always comes back and attacks. This is a kind of recycling attacking motion. The people who doesn't practice Wing Chun, they always think, yeah, but this position is not natural, it's not combative, it's merely a principle. From here, the hands start from the middle and goes in a straight line. But what if the hands are more positioned in an open guard? It's important not to do this position, coming in front and then to attack, because this already it's an additional movement. This chain attack can start here. This chain attack can start here. The body can stay straight and to push the body into the attacks. The rotation of the body also pushes the power into the arm. So that's why, for example, in boxing, they have the same chain attack, but it's not the so-called classical chain punching of Wing Chun, but it's the same principle. The chain punching can be executed more statically or more from the middle into the more open guard, and from there you execute it into the more boxing style. So all these techniques or ways of chain punching, they represent the principle of chain punching. So it's not only one kind of punching which is taken from Wing Chun, for example, but this is the most easiest way of attacking in the Wing Chun world. For a boxer, this is not logic. That's why a boxer would never close his arms and attack like this, because it's not a principle of his own style or combat style. That's why it's important to think chain punching as a principle and not only as one particular technique. A characteristic of the chain punching, it's a surprising attack. So it's not an attack that goes from the long range into the short range, because it takes a long time before the full body can go into the certain distance. So you have to be already in a certain short distance, and then when this chain punching will attack, then you have a surprise attack. So chain punching, it's not a telegraphic motion. It is not like from here back and doing big movements. It is more like it bursts into action. When you execute the chain punching in the shorter distance and with sufficient explosion and power, then the escape from this attack is almost zero. What we see a lot on internet, it's unfortunately they use the chain punching on a too long range, and it's obvious when this attacking motion is too far away that it can be neutralized by longer hits. Don't forget that when you have two weapons, for example a knife and a long stick, the range is different. The initial idea was to have a short weapon in order to execute it in a short range. A long stick, for example, will attack on long range and keep you on distance. When you speak about the chain punch motion with two fists, the body is straight to your opponent or partner, then this is the shorter distance you can have with the fist, with the arm straight. As soon as I turn the body and extend one arm, this distance, it's already different with the other arm. So it's important when you see the mechanic of the chain punching with the body straight, I don't move too much the body, so the motion with the arms can be very quick. When I have this one, look, I can touch easily from the chain punch position. We could touch each other. But when I turn there is more distance, but this fist touches him. So I have a little bit more range to attack, but that means also if I want to touch with this arm, I need to turn more. This motion requires more movement from the body than this motion. Yeah? Advantage, this is quick, and with power it's devastating, but you need to come very close. So it's not from here starting and then coming in front. This is not the way that it can be executed, because don't forget, he will never stay like that. As soon as Tomo sees that I want to start, he will move and attack from an angle. So that means that, wow, this attacking motion needs to be very quick. If my body is turned, then the distance changes. Yeah? You can touch, and here I don't touch. So you can do a chain punch like this. But if I do it like this, it's also a chain punch. It's not the technical chain punch from Wing Chun, but the idea of chaining and linking techniques, it's the same. So for us, don't forget, what is important, it's not to execute only a technique and to maintain this kind of technique in all situations, but it is to be flexible and to say that one chain punch motion can evolve into longer ranges. So don't forget to like this video, to subscribe, and push on the alert button to be notified about future videos.